Have you ever wondered what it takes to keep rainbow fish healthy and happy in your home aquarium so they can display those beautiful colours that they're renowned for having? Well, let's take a look at the secrets of Rainbowfish Care together. Rainbow fish can live up to 8 years in captivity as long as the conditions are correct for them and the tank is set up right. Regular testing of your water parameters is vital. Rainbow fish do prefer a softer water, so you're going to be looking at pHs from 6.5 to 8, a carbonate hardness, which is your KH, which should range between 5 and 20, and your general hardness, your GH, between 8 and 12. Temperatures should range from 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 22 to 25 degrees Celsius. Regular checking of your water source is also vital due to the way you do a water change in a rainbow fish aquarium, which we will take a look at water changes later on in the video. The most important thing regarding your water parameters is stability. If you keep your water parameters stable, then your fish will love you for that and they will display those beautiful colours. But it's not just water changes that can have an effect on the water parameters within your aquarium. Overfeeding can also have massive changes to your water conditions. Rainbow fish do prefer to be fed 3 times a day. Little and often is the secret. So where possible, if you can feed them 3 times a day, you can then monitor the amount of food that goes in, which means then food isn't staying on the bottom and rotting away, which will have that massive effect on your water parameters. In the wild, they will eat bugs that fall into the water, crustaceans, insect larvae, etc. So it's good to try and replicate that as much as you possibly can at home. So it's nice to mix your diet. So one day maybe feed them the frozen foods like bloodworm, daphnia, brine shrimp. It's also good to offer live foods of the same things. But you can also look at the better quality flakes and pellets. I do like the fluval bug bite range because it's black larvae in there. So it's good to try and replicate that diet as much as possible to get the most out of your fish. They also require greens in their diet. So regular feeding of spinach or broccoli or even shelled peas is advised. When you're feeding your fish, now is the perfect opportunity to keep an eye on whether they are feeding. Any fish that isn't feeding could be an indication that there's a problem within the aquarium or a problem with the fish. Also, whilst you're feeding, it's good to observe for any signs of disease like fin rot or white spot. And if there are any diseases present, treat them accordingly as soon as possible. Rainbow fish are a peaceful fish, so they want a peaceful aquarium to live in. So now is the time to take that opportunity to look for any forms of aggression. Aggression causes stress, stress causes illness. So if there are any signs of aggression, then you're going to need to keep an eye on that. When you're setting up a rainbow fish aquarium, it's good to provide them with plenty of hiding places to ease that aggression, break the line of sight as much as possible. To keep your rainbow fish healthy, it's good to provide them with good, clean, oxygenated water. Adding an air pump to your aquarium is advised. It injects oxygen into the aquarium and it also helps with the circulation of the water, which in turn aids with the filtration of your water. The mechanical filtration side of your aquarium will keep the water clear by removing those small particles, but there's also the biological side of the filtration within your aquarium that needs to be kept balanced. Ammonia that is produced by the fish waste or the rotting food at the bottom of the aquarium, which is highly dangerous to your fish, needs that bacteria to turn that ammonia into nitrite, which is slightly less dangerous to your fish but is also deadly. And then bacteria will change the nitrites into nitrates, which is far less dangerous for your fish to tolerate. If you've set up your rainbowfish aquarium with live plants, then the live plants will feed on the nitrates, but they will also require a good fertilizer to be fed to them in the dose that is required by the said fertilizer that you use. Healthy plants will keep the aquarium healthy. So healthy plants means healthy aquarium, which means healthy fish. But with the build-up of fertilizers and nitrates, regular weekly water changes should be carried out on your rainbowfish aquarium. Now, as I touched on earlier, water changes for rainbowfish tanks are slightly different than what they are for a normal community aquarium. Water changes are usually 10 to 20% of the water column weekly or fortnightly. But with a rainbowfish aquarium, it is slightly different. You ought to be looking at more 30 to 40% of the water volume weekly. Rainbowfish love large water changes, but it is advised just to watch when you're putting the water back into the aquarium, to do it slowly, as not to send the fish into shock, which will be the start of any diseases. Always make sure you use a dechlorinator so you don't knock the balance of the beneficial bacteria off, which will destroy your filtration system. And also, if you have male and female rainbowfish in your aquarium, then large water changes does tend to induce spawning. Caring for rainbowfish is always a lot easier if you've set up your aquarium and taken into account the conditions in which rainbowfish thrive. If you want to know how to set up a rainbowfish aquarium, then watch this video next.